Imagine walking into a factory. No sound of chatter, no supervisors yelling instructions, just the soft whirring of machines and the silent, tireless movement of humanoid robots working 24/7. This isn't science fiction. This is the future of manufacturing, and it's already happening. Across the United States and Europe, something seismic is unfolding inside our factories. AI-powered robots are no longer clunky machines bolted to the floor. They're mobile, they're intelligent, and yes, they're replacing human workers, quietly, quickly, and efficiently. Let's break it down. These aren't the industrial robots of the 90s. Today's AI-powered robots can inspect microscopic flaws, handle precision assembly, and navigate tight spaces in a warehouse. They don't take lunch breaks, they don't call in sick, they don't even sleep, and they're spreading fast. In the EU, there are now over 219 robots for every 10,000 workers. In the US, about 197, and rising. But the game changer? Humanoid robots. That's right, robots with legs, arms, dexterity. Some are even being trained by voice command. Their cost? Around $16,000, cheaper than hiring a human for a year at minimum wage. Now imagine what happens when these bots get deployed at scale. Just a few years ago, the idea of a robot that walks, climbs stairs, and uses tools was a Silicon Valley novelty. But today, they're stepping off the lab floors and into real workplaces. Manufacturers are lining up to adopt them, especially in countries where labor is aging, and people just aren't applying for factory jobs anymore. Here's the kicker. By 2030, we're looking at an 8 million worker shortage in global manufacturing. Robots don't fill out job applications, they fill gaps. Let's not sugarcoat it. Automation boosts productivity, it slashes costs, it's a dream for factory owners. But for many workers, it's a nightmare. Studies show that for every robot introduced into a factory, 6 jobs are lost in the local community. Not reassigned, lost. Think about that. You lose 6 jobs for every 1 robot. And while machines are humming away at full speed, people are wondering why the call never came for that second interview. Let's be clear. Automation doesn't hit everyone equally. It's the repetitive, routine jobs that go first. Assembly line workers, machine operators, material handlers. These are the backbone of traditional manufacturing. Steady, middle-income jobs that helped build the middle class. Now, they're being hollowed out. This isn't just about losing a paycheck. It's about losing identity, losing community, losing pride in work passed down through generations. What we're seeing now is job polarization. The jobs disappearing are the ones in the middle. Reliable, skilled labor that doesn't require a college degree but paid enough to support a family. High-skilled jobs are still growing. So are some low-skill personal service jobs. But the middle? It's being automated out of existence. And when those jobs vanish, so do stable communities. Look at parts of the American Midwest or industrial towns in Eastern Europe, places where automation and offshoring left scars that still haven't healed. Here's the twist. Automation doesn't just destroy jobs, it also creates them. But they're different. They require new skills, new training, and often a new mindset. We're talking about roles like robot maintenance technician, artificial intelligence integration engineer, data analysts who monitor robotic systems, human-machine interaction managers, systems integrators who connect the entire smart factory. These are high-skill roles, and they pay well, but they're not for everyone, and they're not always in the same towns where the old jobs were lost. If you're a factory worker today, you might be asking, will there still be a place for me in this new world? The answer? Yes, but it won't look like it did before. You might not be pulling levers or tightening bolts. Instead, you could be monitoring a robot fleet from a control room. You might be training machines using digital interfaces, or maintaining sensors and predictive maintenance systems. But to do that, you'll need training, you'll need access to education. And that's where things get tricky, because the gap between losing a job and qualifying for a new one, it's real, It's wide, and it's growing. As AI gets smarter and hardware gets cheaper, robots will move into more roles once thought safe. And it's not just the factory floor anymore. We're seeing robots enter hospitals, farms, restaurants, and even construction sites. But manufacturing? That's where the revolution is most advanced. This is ground zero for the robot takeover, not as a sci-fi invasion, but as a cold economic decision. So who's winning? Big companies, tech providers, investors riding the automation wave. And who's losing? The people doing honest work, the ones who showed up every day, put in the hours, and now watch machines do their jobs with no pension, no healthcare, and no dignity. If we don't address this, we're heading toward a world of two economies. One built on algorithms, the other built on broken promises. Here's the good news. We still have a choice. We can invest in retraining. We can support small and mid-sized manufacturers in adopting new tech. We can build educational pathways for those displaced by automation. Because the future of work doesn't have to be a story of loss. It can be a story of transformation. But it won't happen by accident. It takes action, it takes leadership, and it takes all of us. The robot revolution isn't coming. It's already here. The question isn't whether it will change manufacturing. The question is, will we shape it or be shaped by it? If we act now, if we prepare our workforce, if we build an economy that values people as much as productivity, then maybe, just maybe, robots won't take our jobs. They'll take over the tasks we hate and free us up to build, create, and thrive in ways we never imagined. If you want more content like this video, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to click on that notification bell